All right, it is Thursday the 17th. It's 5 o'clock right now. Hunt starts in 2 days. Hunt starts on Saturday. So we're meeting Raiden real quick, and then we're going to head up, hike up the mountain. We got one day to scout tomorrow, and then hopefully find something and get on something Saturday morning. And then after that, we've got about 10 days to hunt. So pretty stoked. It's going to be a good time. Weather's looking good. It's going to be warm during the day. We have some cloudy days. It's a new moon, so it's going to be dark. So hopefully there's a lot of deer out feeding around during the morning and evenings and midday, and we can get some stalks in at least these first couple of days. And we'll just see how it goes. Been scouting and found quite a few deer, so should be a good trip.
I don't know if I've ever been more excited for a hunt in my life. After spending multiple days scouting and countless hours shooting my bow, I came into this hunt with expectations to kill my first archery buck. Little did I know how hard this hunt was really going to be, but I was excited to get after it and see what was in store for us for the next couple weeks.
Alright, we are heading up the mountain right now. We're going to split off. Me and Kincaid are going to head one way around the north side of the basin, and then Raiden and Kobe are going to go to the south side of the basin. Kind of just to get some good advantages for the next couple days. Hunt starts in 2 days, so tomorrow hopefully just find a bunch of deer and kind of locate some bucks. And where we're both looking in different country, we can just kind of cover some more country, and then Saturday we'll either link back up and hunt together, or if we both find some good deer, we might just kind of hunt separate for a couple days, but we'll eventually get back together in the next few days and do some hunting together. But that's the plan right now. So me and Kincaid are going to split off. Raiden and Kobe are going to head off the other way, and hopefully we find some deer. Good basins up here, so let's see. Let's do it.
All right, we're about 50 yards from the thing that separates the deer hunter from the elk hunter, that last 1,000 feet up in the Alpine. So it's gonna be painful. We just filled up 16 liters of water, and we're gonna get up to camp, we're gonna recover, and hopefully have a good morning and glass session. And tonight's basically just a bust, just because of the time we got up here, but it'll be good just to take it slow and easy and not hurt us too much for a long week.
Glassing for about 30 minutes so far, and finally found the first group of deer. One of them's a really big buck. I think it's the same buck I saw scouting on my first trip up here. He's a really big front forks. We're gonna get a better look at him though. It's really windy, so it's kind of hard to see right now, but when the wind dies down, we'll get a video of him and see how big he really is. But kind of cool. I haven't seen the other two bucks yet. There's 2 more bucks with him. Gonna kind of look at all these deer and see what you can find, but that's pretty promising for day before opener, finding big bucks in the basin, so that's good. All right, we spotted the big buck again. He came back out of the bottom. He kind of got spooked down, and found him again this evening. And then we've just been watching that big 4-point all day. Found a couple other bucks hanging around. One other buck that might be a shooter. He's a solid 4-point with good forks. But we really have our eyes on these deer, these 2 bucks, and they're kind of close to each other. So we know where they're at tonight. It's getting pretty late, so we're gonna just keep watching and see if they move anywhere tonight. Otherwise, tomorrow's opening day, so we're gonna try to get out here in the morning and find these deer and make a play on them before too many people get up here, because this is a pretty popular area for people. So if we can get on these deer in the morning or early afternoon and make a play on them, there's a good chance we might be able to have a good stalk. So we'll see. But been a good day. I've seen about 12 bucks today, and 4 like shooter bucks, two really good bucks. So just gonna finish classing tonight, and then we'll get after it in the morning, opening day. Alright, morning of day 1 of the hunt. We got up to our glassing spot this morning before light. Right at the, like, as early as you could barely see, I found the big buck that we've been after. And he was feeding for a bit, and it looked like he got spooked by something across the canyon, maybe another person's hiking around or something. And he ran down into the tree, so he's gone for the morning, which is a bummer. But the big 4-point that we saw yesterday, he is up and feeding, and he looks like he's gonna go bed in the same spot he bedded yesterday. He's got a little crack in a cliff he likes to bed in, and if he beds there, he's not really stalkable from any spot. But if he's consistent with what he does yesterday, there's a chance I could get in a bush patch where he might feed out to. So we're gonna watch him for a while. It's still early morning. It's super early. It's only 7:15 right now. So we're gonna watch him for a while, see what he does. Haven't seen any other people yet, so hopefully it stays that way and we kind of have this deer to ourselves today and we can make a good play, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm just gonna keep watching him and see what he does. Been watching this deer for a little bit. He's still just feeding around. There's a couple other guys in the basin, so we're just gonna kind of take a wild shot. I'm gonna head down and get up close to him, and Kincaid's just gonna kind of sign me where he's going. We'll see. Hopefully we can get close to him and get a shot off, but let's go try to make it happen. Well, just blew that stalk, got about 30 yards from him, and he was feeding, and I heard something running, so I looked up, and he was standing right there, like 30 yards away. So I pulled back, and he saw me pull back, and then just took off, so bummer. But it's opening morning, what can I expect? It was a good stalk, cool stalk, in some cool country. Really hard, like super rocky, shaly. But I'm impressed that I got that close, so pretty cool. We'll see what else we can find today. It's actually still pretty early in the morning. I think it's like 9 or 10, so maybe we'll find something else, bed it up, and we can put another stalk on today. We'll see. But that sucks. That was one of the bigger bucks, so I don't know. He might be out of here for good because I blew him out pretty good. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, we have just been classing for the rest of the day. Blew that stalk this morning and haven't seen that deer again. He kind of ran around the big mountain. We've seen one doe since then, so bummer. But I think it's been super cloudy. There really hasn't been any sun out, so I think the deer are just kind of bedded up today. Not a lot of movement. So we'll see what this evening brings. It's about 2 o'clock right now, and just gonna keep classing for the rest of the day. Hopefully something comes up this evening. Raiden and Kobe are gonna come over here this afternoon because they weren't seeing a ton where they were at. So we're gonna meet up with them tonight. I have some things I gotta go do tomorrow morning, and then I'll be back up tomorrow afternoon, so I'm heading down tonight, but the rest of the boys are gonna keep hunting tomorrow morning. Hopefully they can find some good bucks, maybe pull up that big buck we've been seeing earlier. But we'll see. Haven't seen a ton of people either, which is good because sometimes this spot can have a lot of people in it, but just been hanging out looking for deer, so we'll see how the rest of the evening goes.
All right, well, we're just here kind of trying to dry out some of our stuff on some, mainly our boots on the fire. We had the fog lift and we glassed for a little bit, found some small bucks, but nothing worth going after yet. We're gonna try to get our stuff dried out so we can kind of hike up this hill and maybe look off of either side. So, yeah.
A female deer. I think her two fawns are right behind her. Well, we were trying to play a nice game of who can spot the most bucks. I think Kobe got the most relocation. But nothing really, just a decent 3-point, but he's clear across the basin, so we might try for him tomorrow if we can relocate him. Other than that, just some dinkers.
Yeah, a lot of little guys, and a lot of does. A lot of does. You did a lot of wind. That was about it today.
So it is the morning of day 3. It rained a little bit last night. Didn't see much yesterday, but this morning so far we've seen just 1 3-point and a couple does. Still early though, so I'm gonna keep glassing and see what we find. Super windy, a little chilly. Skies are clearing up though, so it should get a little warmer today, which is good. Hopefully that'll kind of keep the deer moving throughout the day. So we'll see what we can find. Keep glassing this morning. Just spotted 2 nice bucks. They're both 4 points. They're not like giants, but they're definitely shooters, deep forks. Hopefully they stick together and bed in a good spot to stalk them. We'll see. Go down in the bottomless basin there.
He's not a giant, but he's got deep forks, which makes him cool.
Alright, spotted those bucks this morning. So they feeded kind of into this patch of trees, pretty thick, we can't see them right now. But we're gonna get above the ridge, straight above them, and then just watch all day, and hopefully they maybe feed out at some point or move around and we can catch them. Might even be able to glass them bedded. But we're gonna head out right now, hike over this ridge, see if we can get a good view of these bucks. And if we can find them. So we'll see how it goes. Came over to where these bucks went into the trees, kind of came above them, tried to find them, and lo and behold, another hunter walks just like straight up the bottom, and bucks are nowhere to be seen. I don't know if they're still in there or if they spooked out, but the hunter walked like within 100 yards of them probably. So I think we're all gonna head back towards camp and just glass from there for the rest of the day. Because we can see where these bucks went from camp. I was just trying to see if we could find them bedded, but at this point I don't even know if they're in there anymore. So it is what it is, but I'm gonna keep looking for the day. It's only, what time is it, 11 o'clock?
10:30.
10:30, so still got a lot of day left. So we'll see what we can find.
The next few days seemed to fly by as we continued to scour the country in search of big deer. We hunted hard and encountered challenges with every step we took. But even through the tough times, we found time to laugh and build upon lasting friendships. As hard as this hunt was, we took as much time as we could to enjoy the limited time we had in God's amazing country. We found deer almost daily, but despite our efforts, none of our stalks ended with a dead deer. We still had a lot of days to hunt, so the anticipation of getting a deer was still pretty high. But we kept hunting hard in hopes that eventually we'd be able to harvest a buck in this amazing country.
Alright, glass this morning, kind of moved around a couple glassing spots and found 4 bucks. One of them was a buck we saw last night right below us that I kind of stalked on and he moved off. So they're in a decent spot to stalk right now. They're kind of bedded. Me and Kincaid are gonna head around, see if we can get a look at them from the ridge because they might be in a good spot to see them from the ridge. And then if everything looks good, we'll put a stalk on them. Raiden and Kobe are sitting back here glassing for us just in case anything happens. So pretty stoked though. Gonna get a stalk in hopefully today on a not a bad buck. I'd be totally happy with him. So we're just gonna hustle over there and see what we can do. I'm gonna go down around this cliffs underneath them and stalk straight down on them. Right, and Kobe said the 3-point kind of fed and bedded. Different spot. I haven't seen any of the other bucks, so I'm gonna drop down. You can stay up here, just glass. You can see the rock slides like directly below us. So they might be hanging around in there.
Alright, well, we've been sitting on this ridge since earlier this morning. Logan spotted these 2 3-points that are bedded in the trees over here. So he went on a long stalk up and around this basin, and he dropped in, straight in, and we did a couple messages back and forth, and he just messaged us that he's just waiting for him to stand up. He's about 20 yards away, and so we're just gonna sit here and burn our eyeballs out until something happens.
Oh, here we go. Oh, they busted out. Stopped, it one stopped. Oh, I think he shot it. It's going down the tree line. Missed. Gosh dang it. I think they winded me. My wind swirled. Been sitting here for a while. And they jumped out, ran out, so I pulled back. And I was holding right on him, but I aimed for 35. Which I think he was about a 35, but when I shot, he totally jumped the string and it went right over his butt because he jumped forward and his, yeah. Dang it, that sucked. Sat here for like an hour or two waiting for him. About an hour. Now they're gone. That's how it goes, I guess.
Disappointing at the least. Even though I did all I could to make a good shot, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Despite having trained with my bow all year, it almost feels like I didn't train enough. Missing this deer brings me back to a couple months earlier when practice started to pay off on some 3D courses.
Alright, we're here in Big Sky, Montana. We're shooting tack today. We're shooting the black rifle course first. We're also shooting tomorrow too. Just getting practiced, getting dialed in for hunt season. Should be good. Been shooting my bow almost every day up to this point, so excited to shoot today. Hopefully it goes good. Hopefully we don't lose too many arrows, and just pretty stoked to be out here getting the reps in.
What's going on?
Oh, just taking a break. Call up to another group. So we're waiting for them to walk off. We are on target 9 of 25, so we're getting there. It's been fun so far. Haven't lost any arrows, only missed once, but my arrow's fine, hopefully. So that's good. But it's been fun. Alright, it is day 6 up here, morning of day 6. Beautiful morning, it's calm, it's a good temperature, but we've only seen like two does, so just gonna keep glassing. Me and Kincaid split up. Raiden and Kobe went the other way this morning just to cover some more country. We got 5 days left, so we're thinking it's best if we are just looking at some different country and maybe getting some more stock opportunities separately. So gonna keep glassing for the rest of the day. It's a little cloudy, but it might clear up a little bit later, which will be good. Get the deer kind of moving around a bit. But yeah, we're good. High hopes. We got 5 days left still, so still a lot of time to find some deer and get some stalks in and hopefully get one down. So we'll just see what we can do today. We just spotted a really nice buck on this basin here. We gotta hurry. There's some other hunters up on the hill that are looking at him too. So I don't know what their plan is, but we're gonna go up and get above them and wait for them to bed or feed somewhere and then try to make a play on them. But we gotta hustle because we got a little ways to go to get up there. So we're gonna get going. Alright, we got up to the top and that buck, a doe came up above that buck, and the people that were sitting there, I actually know who they are. They said that doe got spooked, and then those bucks spooked into the trees because that doe spooked out. So not bad. They're not really spooked that bad. They're just hanging out down here in this patch of timber. So the other guys here, they're not looking for a giant. They're just kind of looking for a good opportunity. So
And this buck's a nice buck. He's the same buck I stalked the opening day. So I've been watching him for quite a while. But we're gonna sit here this evening. It's about noon right now, and hope he comes out in a good spot to stalk him. If he's not in a good spot tonight, we'll definitely try to do something tomorrow morning. There's no one else in here right now except for me, Kincaid, and the other guy sitting over there. Super nice though. I've known him for a little bit. So we're just gonna hang out in glass and see if something comes out tonight. Hopefully the buck comes out and feeds up in a good spot and we can get above him, but we'll see how it goes. So just gonna keep glassing. Alright, we relocated the buck. We had some horsebacker people come in and like walked straight through the patch that they were bedded in, but didn't spook them too much because they're back out and feeding now. Right now, we're just glassing him, seeing where he's going. He's just out feeding. If he beds in a good spot, we might get a stalk tonight, but I'm thinking probably tomorrow. We'll just see. Because, what time is it? It's 3:45 right now. So we have a lot of time left, but I just don't know what he's going to do the rest of the day. So we're going to watch him and see what he does. But good buck, same buck that I stalked opening day. So he's a good buck. So we'll just see what goes down this evening. Hopefully we can kill a deer. Maybe tomorrow though. We'll see. Okay. Well, watched that buck for quite a while. And he kind of fed for a long time. Fed over this little hill we can't see. I'm gonna skirt around onto a ridge that's kind of right above him, and I'll be a lot closer. That way, if he comes back out tonight, I might be able to make a play on him. Kincaid's gonna stay here in glass and just see if he comes out in the bottom of this canyon tonight. So, yeah, can split up. I'm gonna head over there. Kincaid's gonna hang out here, and hopefully we can relocate this buck tonight. And if we can't get a play on tonight, we'll get one on tomorrow. So. That's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. Maybe we'll get it done tonight. Let's go try to kill a deer. Okay, the buck is back out right below me. So, I think he's in a stalkable spot for sure. Alright, well, I stalked that buck, and when I dropped down, I lost sight of him, and once I come over the hill, he was gone. So, he must either fed in the trees or something. And we haven't seen him since, so I'm just gonna keep waiting for him till this afternoon. Maybe he'll come out here in the next couple hours and we can get a stalk in, but we'll just see how it goes. So, not sure what today's gonna bring, but we're going to try our best and then get back up here tomorrow morning. So it'll be good.
All right, well, it's my last day up here in the mountains. Logan and the boys, Kobe and Kincaid, have 4 more days. We were sitting up here just eating breakfast, and we stumbled across that 4-point that Logan's been after. So he kind of just wants to wait it out. It kind of bedded in the bottom. It's kind of doing stuff that it hasn't usually done. So, yeah, this trip's been a little interesting, right? I've hunted up here for a couple years now, and it seems like I've gotten on a lot more stalks in the past. I think the density's just a little bit lower of deer. Maybe the caliber of deer is just a little bit down. We've been finding good bucks, and just trying to get in on them has been its own challenges with just public land hunting. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of why we're up here, is just to endure and kind of enjoy the grind, and that's what this hunt is. In fact, Logan was last night was like, man, this hunt's hard. And I can tell you, for 3 years being here, it's a grind. You find the deer, you blow the deer out, you go back in after the deer. This deer that Logan's sitting on, he blew out day 1, and we're back here day 7, and he's finally showing back up. So these deer definitely know this country better than us, and we're just trying to figure them out.
Over the next 3 days, I hunted the same buck. I stalked him multiple times, but without fail, he kept giving me the slip. With only 1 day left to get it done, we did our best to try and make something happen.
All right, found the buck that we've been looking for. You can see him right here in the phone scope. I'll show you videos of him, but he's out with a doe right now. It's 7:20 right now. So I don't think it's the right move to stalk on him tonight, because I think the wind's gonna be going downhill. I don't think I'd get on him in time. So I think I'm gonna watch him till dark, and then try to just be on him in the morning and hope that I can get close enough to him to get a stalk on him, get a shot off. I don't know, tomorrow's kind of like our last day, last like Hail Mary. Really great buck. It's just, right now it's not the best time to stalk in on him. So hopefully tomorrow he's out. I'll watch him tonight till it's too dark, and then I'll try to just be on him in the morning wherever he goes. Alright, this is the morning of day 10 of our hunt. So, last day of our hunt for this little trip here. I might have a couple days. Next week I can come out by myself, but this is kind of the last day that we have. So, I've got this buck kind of patterned. I'm hoping he comes out right down below me a little later in the morning. And I've got Kincaid up on the hill behind me watching, and then Kobe's on the other side watching. So if they see anything, they'll let me know too, and we'll be able to get right in on him. So crossing my fingers he comes out today and we can get a shot at him. We'll see. Last day, so gonna give it all we got and just hope for the best.
Well, finishing up the hunt last night, we saw a buck, or Kincaid spotted that buck like right at last light, and he was kind of headed out of here anyways. So bummer, we found him, but it just was too late, didn't really work out. We're heading back down to the truck right now. I'll probably head back up here next week, because hunt's not really over yet. So kind of a bummer we couldn't get anything in these first 10 days, but there's still time. So we're gonna head down. I'll head back up next week. I have a few days and see if we can find this buck again. Maybe he's calmed down a bit and it's some easier to hunt country, but just been tough. Haven't really been able to get good stalks on him. He's been down in the timber. So yep, we'll see how it goes. Good hunt, and we'll get back out here next time and just see if we can get him down.
Alright, I am at the trailhead right now. Took a few days off over the weekend. Had some stuff, had some little vacation to go on, but now I'm back. I have 3 days to hunt, but I'm going to a different spot. There's a kind of a spot that I saw from the very top where I was hanging out, and it just looks more open. I saw some deer in here, so I think that it's going to be a little bit more, a little bit easier to stalk some deer in this country. It's just a little more open country. It is September 4th today, Labor Day, and it's pouring rain. But it ain't going to stop me, because the next few days are supposed to be super nice and sunny, so figure might as well hike up there in the rain. Got about 5 miles to hike up, and about 3,000 feet of vert, which is, it's going to suck, but I've got all afternoon to do it, so gonna get up there, have a good feeling about this spot. I think it'll be good. I think I'll find deer in here. I don't think that's gonna be an issue. So it's gonna be good. Just a little solo rip, but hopefully you can get something down. The
this is kind of my last trip because I have school starting next week and there's a lot of stuff going on. So if I can't get it done in these few days, we'll kind of transition into rifle season in October. But man, I'm really rooting to get it done with the bow. Been working hard, so I'm just gonna give it everything I got and get up there today and see if we can get something done this week. So we'll just see how it goes. Alright, made it up to camp spot for the night. I didn't take any videos coming up because first of all, it was raining most of the time, and then also that was like probably one of the hardest little pack-ins I've ever done. Just super steep and took forever, but made it. And I made it to the top of here and it was glassing for a second. It was kind of clear, and saw some elk, kind of cool. Saw 2 does, but it's kind of socked in now, so can't see anything. But weather says it's gonna clear up tonight, and it should be clear as can be tomorrow. So hopefully can find some deer tomorrow. Just made some food right now. Made myself a mountain house, and then got the bivvy out. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so I'm just gonna bivvy it instead of setting up the tent. It's a little easier, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. Hopefully find some deer. Alright, it's morning. Glassed for a little while this morning, and I saw one buck. It's a little 4-point. He's really not like a bad buck, and I might consider shooting him if he was in a good spot. He actually went up onto the ridge that I want to get to today, so I'm gonna work my way up that ridge. Maybe I'll find that deer on my way over there. We'll see. But it's still pretty early in the morning. I mean, it's like about 10 o'clock. So I want to get up to this other point before it gets too late in the day, because I know there's deer over here on the other side of this. I wasn't sure what I'd find over on this side this morning, but I didn't find much. And there's a lot of elk down in the bottom here. So I'm gonna pack all my stuff, work my way up this ridge, and hopefully find some deer this afternoon we can get on. If not, we'll just camp out and get something in the morning. But not a bad morning. Found that buck, and he's not that far, so we'll just see what happens the rest of the day. So it is the morning of day 2 of this little trip. This is day 12, I think, of the entire hunt, or 13. Last night I located a group of bucks that I'd seen over here, on day like 5 or 6 of the hunt, but this was just way too far to get to from where I was at. So I found him again. There's one buck that's a 4-point, and he's not the biggest, but he's actually not a bad 4-point. So I just relocated them this morning. It's really early, but I just found them again down in the bottom of this basin. There's 5 bucks, and then there's that 4-point. I'm hoping they kind of stay up high a little bit, because it's a little easier to stalk them up higher in this country. Yesterday they came up from the bottom last night, and so I hope they don't go back down to the bottom today. So we'll see if anything, see if they bed in a good spot, and see if we can get a good stalk on them. We'll find out. I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I'm just gonna watch them and hopefully get them in a good spot to get a stalk in. So we'll see how it goes. These bucks are still feeding up the hill. They're going up a nice little chute. And I'm still quite a ways. I'm probably like 1,000 yards. But I'm gonna work my way around and get above them. That way, when they bed down, I'll just be right on top of them, ready. And then once those thermals change, I'll just drop right down. Hopefully have a good shot. They're feeding up pretty high, which is good. I want them to be pretty high when I go after them. Just make for a shorter stalk, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna work over there and get eyes on them and hopefully be in a good position to get on one this morning. So about 450 yards away right now, and I think I can kind of work my way around over top of them and get in on them. I'm not sure how well it's gonna go, but it's kind of like last day, last chance, so I'm gonna give it a shot. So I'm gonna work up and sneak across this hillside, kind of in the trees, hopefully drop down on top of them. If the wind's good and it's stable, I'll just kind of wait for them to feed out. Or I might make a play if I can see them and get on them. They're kind of bedded in some pretty bushy, thick trees, like just short pines. So I don't know how easy it'll be to get on them, but gonna try, gonna give it a shot right now. And hopefully it works out, so we'll see. I stalked in on those deer and I got to about 30 yards of them. They were just in the trees, and I think my wind swirled. They jumped up, all of them, and kind of scattered. And yeah, I watched them just run away down the hill, so that sucks. Because that was probably my last chance to get a deer this This hunt today, I have to head down right now to make it back for some stuff. But dang, that's a big bummer. That really sucks. It's been a good hunt up here. Learning this area, like way good. Just finding deer everywhere. Just the hardest part is just getting on them. So it's gonna be a good lesson, and we'll be back up next year. I'm definitely gonna come back up next year and try to kill one. So, anyways, it's a good hunt, and that's pretty much the end of the archery season. So we'll see you guys during the rifle.
With the season ending, I turned my focus to October rifle deer. Hunting was slow. We hunted an area historically known for good bucks, but didn't turn up anything bigger than a 2-point. After rifle season, I picked up the bow again to chase rutting muleys in November. I saw a lot of great bucks, but again, the odds just weren't in my favor. I have to say, I thought this year would go a lot different than it did. I'm humbled by the mountains, and I'm not afraid to admit that I have a lot to learn about bow hunting. I have to thank all the amazing people who helped out this year, from filming, providing insights, and helping support my dreams. You better believe I'll be back up here next year, perhaps to be humbled again, or just maybe find success in the high country.